Hello virtual dreamers, Gregory here. Oculus had their 6th Oculus Connect event this past week, so I'll be sharing some of my thoughts on what they announced to help recap the event for you and muse on what the future of virtual reality holds. The big takeaway from the event is that the Oculus Quest is doing amazing for them and that they're going all in on the device. While they announced updates to some of their desktop offerings, the real news of the event all revolved around updates to the Oculus Quest experience in terms of software, controllerless hand tracking and finger tracking, and new social features being implemented to support the Facebook Horizon project and really just make Oculus Online a more fulfilling experience. Each one of these deserves a video into itself really, but you're going to have to subscribe and like this video quite a bit to get me to cover them. For now, let's just get some hot takes on everything, really. First off, controllerless hand tracking. This was pretty surprising. I was expecting that future Quest and augmented reality style devices would be implementing this kind of a thing to move away from using controller inputs, but just didn't expect it to happen this quickly. We're not even half a year away from the Oculus Quest launch, and it's already on track to make its own bundled control method obsolete. Because trust me, this isn't gonna stop at hand tracking. Our arms, torsos, legs, feet. The future of these mixed reality devices is in us having what amounts to Microsoft Kinects installed at all times in a pair of glasses or goggles. To me, this is a great reminder of just how amazing computer vision technology is getting. Between the upcoming hand tracking implementation, the reconstruction technology they demonstrated of the real world, the ability to recognize real world objects, avatar creation with real-time manipulation of the character avatar that looks extremely realistic, and even alluding towards more augmented reality development, the prediction I made that the Quest would step towards ordinal scale and game experiences like that wasn't entirely unfounded earlier this year. But all the Quest talk isn't to say that PCVR is being abandoned or anything, seeing as the second point of discussion, the Oculus Link, is really making a play on the VR industry that warrants major attention. This is a feature I was actually disappointed wasn't officially supported when they first announced the device, considering that they were using USB Type-C in the headset and that the virtual link connector would readily work with that. So you can imagine my surprise that they announced this ability now after launch. In much the same way as the Switch has been a hybrid for the console and handheld markets, the Oculus Link functionality will officially do so for the Oculus Quest, by letting it be both a standalone mobile and wired headset for virtual reality. Unlike the Switch and its console competitors, the Quest actually offers specifications in some areas that surpass those of same-priced wired PC equivalents, like Facebook's own Oculus Rift S. The only real trade-offs between those two headsets are having 8 Hz of a slower refresh rate, the ergonomics, and perhaps a lower image quality from processing. That's really it though. You're losing only these things in exchange for an OLED screen with physical IPD adjustments, something that the Rift S currently lacks and which prevents some users from being able to utilize the headset, and the ability to use your headset wherever you'd like. Hardly a trade if you ask me. I already sold my Oculus Rift earlier this year when I saw how much more I was enjoying the Oculus Quest. This announcement has only made that choice seem even more well-founded. My RTX 2070's Virtual Link Type-C port is ready to test this out as soon as it releases, so stay tuned for more coverage on this as soon as it's available. To get into the last points that really were covered for the Quest, Facebook just decided to talk a bit about some of the social features that the device has. Facebook Horizon, though, is one of those announcements that, depending on how they handle it, could spell interesting things for the future. Rec Room and VR Chat are fairly popular applications in VR already, despite both of them being relatively low budget. If Facebook can keep their Horizon platform somewhat open, letting it grow with the medium, a carefully managed big budget VR chat could very much be a big step towards pushing us to an Oasis style future where you can freely work, play, and engage with VR creations of a whole community in full depth. I'm not entirely sold on it yet though, since the balance of internet freedom with advertiser friendliness usually doesn't see eye to eye, so time will tell how things go. With that, we've more or less covered the matter of the Quest. though I do want to take a moment before we finish this video to address some of the things Michael Abrash talked about to close out this discussion. Unlike previous years, Abrash's technical discussion only really covered more of the advancements they've been making to their varifocal display technology, which is a much appreciated route of technical development, and seeing it go from a larger mechanism with moving parts to a solid-state system was truly impressive. While it'd be nice to see this all with a larger field of view, massive resolution, and such in tow, the progress that they've made with only a year since the last time they showed this off is truly impressive. And if their invocation of Hofstadter's law, where it takes longer than you expect, even when you take into account Hofstadter's law, then I'm pretty sure whenever they do eventually release the headset with specifications similar to the ones they were discussing in Oculus Connect 5, we'll see that the kinks in the system have hopefully been ironed out. His vision for the future of the office workflow can already be appreciated in some pieces today, with complete fulfillment on that vision laying in the details, everybody. To sum up Oculus Connect 6 in this phrase, the future is both near and far. Near in that technology we have today is truly amazing, and that we've yet to fully appreciate its potential. Quest is still growing, the VR medium still has untapped potential, and the fusion between augmented reality and virtual reality that is on the horizon will truly be something to behold in the 2020s. But at once, the future is still far away. VR locomotion solutions like treadmills and neural VR remain either toys for the wealthy or a far-off dream for the average consumer. Well-done implementations of the core technologies we need are still years away, and even when they do arrive, the majority of consumers are either too broke, too cheap, or too lazy to support the technology. The VR future of shows like Sword Art Online is almost certainly coming, but it is not one that the majority of you watching this video will be appreciating in your youths so much as one that you'll have the joy to see fulfilled in your maturity. To borrow the Alan Kay quote Michael Abrash used to finish his talk, "The best way to predict the future is to invent it." Thank you very much for watching this video, everyone. If you're interested in developing the future for yourself, consider joining the Virtual Dreamers Discord community and participating in our World Seed project. We have a team of people working to create an open source Creative Commons 3.0 game called Our Castle in the Sky, featuring a 100-floor castle reminiscent to Aincrad. It is still in its early days, but we're gathering assets and materials that will ultimately become a reference project for the community to use as a launching platform for their own work. If you're interested in participating, there's a link down below in the description to the server. I appreciate any support that you can give to this great community. With that, we've just about finished this video off, everyone. Till next time, my fellow adventurers and dreamers, this has been Gregory, logging out.